Peace world, peace world. Peace world. Peace world, it's another day of the gratitude challenge. Peace world, it's another day of the gratitude challenge. And today I'm saying thank you for justice, because gratitude is a universal law, It's the infallible law, which means that's the unfailing law. It's the law that governs your whole entire life, all of the energy in the universe, because they say like attracts like. So, you get what you're thankful for. You can say thank you in advance, right? Just imagine like the phrase that they say, whoever has will be given more and he will have an abundance. Whoever does not have even what he has will be taken from him, and I guess to make it simple, they say the rich get rich and the poor get poor, and that seems like it's an unfair, unjust statement. It seems like, you can never really have it unless you have it, which is true, it's basically it, gratitude is it. So whoever has gratitude will be given more, and he or she will have an abundance. Whoever does not have gratitude, even what he or she has will be taken from him or her, and it's just that simple, you know what I mean? Like, in every religious book, they tell you to be grateful, they tell you to say thank you. Never in any culture, any time was it cool to be ungrateful, people believe in, Allah, people believe in God and Jesus and Buddha and whoever their prophet is, and Satan, and you know what I mean? Anything in the higher self and the lower self, people follow after it. But nowhere, no time in history was people ever able to say like, hey, let's go be ungrateful, And people was like, yeah, I'm off. No, that shit was never cool nowhere at no point in time. So, the thing is, like, it's not cool for people to be ungrateful, but then it's also not cool for people to like go around telling other people, hey, say thank you, say thank you. Like, where I'm from in Detroit, like, nobody never told me, like, except for my mama, you grow up, but once you become an adult, you become a man, a young man, like, nobody never says, hey bro, tell me thank you, man, say thank you to me, you know what I'm saying, or to you feel me, or to everybody for everything. That's what we should be doing, just practicing radical gratitude, because it's like the great multiplier. If you have gratitude, you'll be given more. You are ungrateful, whatever you got, you're gonna lose. It's gonna get taken away from you. So that's what we need to be doing, man. Just out here, just saying thank you, being grateful, staying on top of our square. Our solid rock of salvation, because this is not even just a universal law. It's a part of the divine instructions from the Holy Prophet. Noble Drew Ali, he had, and our religious book is called the Holy Koran of the Moorish Science Temple of America, which was divinely prepared by the Noble Prophet Drew Ali by the guiding of his Father God Allah, the great God of the universe, to redeem man from his sinful and fallen stage of humanity back to the highest plane of life with his Father God Allah, and in chapter 33, it's funny you put it as chapter 33, but it's not a mistake, because Allah is always in control, or God is always, the universe is always in control, so this is how it's prepared. Chapter 33 is the divine instructions from the Holy Prophet told us about the holy instructions from the Prophet, gratitude, gratitude. So that's a deep chapter, you know what I mean? Like, for it to be chapter 33, that's a lesson in itself. You know what I mean? Like, it's a part of the highest science, in the world, the highest information on the planet, like, and it's been around since, he published it that was, you know, in the Divine Instruction since it was published in 1927. So, you know, we in 2020. That's almost 100 years ago. You know, so you know, it ain't just a part of my religion, but it's a part of all religions. You know, it's a part of, you know, all cultures and times. Like, I don't care if you say thank you to Jesus or thank you to Satan. Like, you saying thank you to everybody for everything, because everybody play a role. Ain't nothing good or bad in the universe when you really understand gratitude. You know, it's all a part of life. You know, everybody got a higher self and a lower self. You know. So if somebody tell you they just a guru, they just you know, this person that's just a perfect being, just enlightened spirit and all of that, that's all cool, but just know that, you know, ain't nobody you know, above healing. You know, we all still healing if we still here, because I am you and you are me. So you're a reflection of me and I'm a reflection of you. So if you don't see me as fully healed, and if I don't see me as fully healed, then we still healing, you know. So, you know, that's why I came back. I'm on my life path 33, you know. I could have been ascended, you know what I'm saying? I could have been out of here, but, you know, how could I really say that I'm pure and I'm perfect if my reflection ain't, you know what I'm saying? So I'm working on myself, you know what I'm saying? And I'm spreading this gratitude to the world so everybody else can work on themselves. I don't want nobody to follow me, follow you, follow your heart, you know, follow your mind, follow your gut, you know. I don't just believe in following one, but they all gotta be in alignment, you know. So go with your flow and go with what you know, jump on the wave. Gratitude is a wave, you can feel it, you know. It's unbeatable logic for real when you think about it. Like, it's no way that you can argue against it. You know, it's the only thing that's pure in life. Like, we come out the womb, the air ain't pure, the food ain't pure, the water, the milk, whatever it is, you know, it's really not. Even gold and silver is only 0.999%, you know. So you gotta really be like a diamond out here, you know. You gotta be like a flawless, you know, diamond, you know what I'm saying? Shining your diamond and your diamond light in your heart, you know, that clear light, you know what I mean, radiating out to all parts of all parts, you know what I mean? We uplifting not even just the world, but every part of the whole universe by making ourselves better, by getting to know ourselves, by accepting ourselves for who we are, you know what I mean? We don't gotta try to be somebody that we ain't, but just realizing that everything that we got is a blessing, you know what I mean? We didn't have to have the next breath, the next step, the next heartbeat. We didn't have to have the next blink. We didn't have to have the next stroke, you know what I'm saying? Like, however you get it, you know what I'm saying? However you live, like, you know, just know that, like, it could be worse, you know what I'm saying? So you blessed wherever you at, whoever you are, you know what I mean? Like, and if you start by saying thank you right now, those seemingly bad situations will change and transform. They'll turn into something so much greater, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to preach to nobody, but I'm just giving you the facts. You know, this is law. It's a universal scientific law that can't nobody argue with. So the more and more people don't want to accept it, you know, I ain't going to try to push it on nobody, but I just want to spread my message and give my testimony, because it's another day of the gratitude challenge. Every day when I wake up, you know what I mean, I feel blessed to be alive. I'm starting my day with a grateful heart, and it's turbocharging me, you know what I mean? I know you feel me, you see me, but like people can't even really begin to imagine being in my position, you know what I mean? And it's not even from a perspective of ego, but like, if you can look into my eyes and know that I'm human, you know what I mean, and I could do it, then you could do it too, because like Jesus said, what I've done, all men shall do. You know, who I am, all men shall be. So one day we all got to get to a point to where we realize that every little thing is a blessing. You know what I mean? And some people feel a certain type of way about, you know, where we at right now, but not really fully understanding God is always in control. Divine order is always taking place. So even just the English language we speak, a lot of my people got an issue with that, you know, because they feel like it was given to us. They want to speak different languages and whatnot. But, you know, we got the key. Thank you is the key. You know, that's the magic. Please and thank you, they said, was the magic words. But when you say thank you, you don't really got to say please like that. You know, everything you want is just going to come to you. You don't even got to ask for it. You know what I mean? It's going to be there for you, and you're going to always be divinely prepared and divinely guided and, you know, divinely protected. You know, everything is going to always work out for you. And nobody, that's why I said nobody can really fully imagine just being on this day conscious and aware of, you know, being grateful for every little thing. So I just want to give you all some insight, you know what I mean? Like, I want to share, you know, that example of really staying thankful, staying grateful, you know, and staying on top of it, because like I go outside, I know what's going on, you know what I mean? The universe about to show out every day, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna see all the 33s, you know, I'm gonna have, you know, great experiences with everybody who I interact with throughout the day, you know, and, you know, just to be honest completely, like every day ain't perfect, you know, I can't get on here and tell y'all that, like, you know, I don't feel bad sometimes. I'm human, you know what I mean? Like, that's a part of it. But when you feel bad and you grateful for the seemingly bad experiences, then you realize it ain't even that bad. It could have been worse, you know what I mean? So when it's bad, you know, it's still kind of good. And then even when it's good, it's really great, you know what I'm saying? Because when you up, you know what I'm saying, you up. And even when you down, if you got gratitude, that's the highest vibrational frequency. So then you up, you know what I'm saying? You all the way up at that point. Like, you turned up, you feel me? Like, you turned upright, you know what I'm saying? So that's what you could do. You could stand on your square, stand on your rock, you know what I mean? Stand on that salvation. You know, you remove yourself from the cares of the world, you know what I mean? Asking for stuff, wanting stuff, needing stuff, like, and you just sit in that moment in the present and look around and see what you got, even if you don't got nothing, you know what I mean? You got your breath, you got your heartbeat, you know what I mean? You got your next step. You know what I'm saying? So even for the basics, even if you got to start there, you got the day. You know what I mean? Some people ain't get the day. You feel me? Like, we got the day, we got the night, we got the moon, the sun, the stars, you know. Just go on a rampage of gratitude, say thank you for your mother and your father. Without them, you wouldn't be here. Maybe you ain't asked to be here, but since you're here, you might as well not be ungrateful. You know what I mean? You might as well say thank you for them giving you a shot to come to the earth and, you know, be a star seed and, you know what I'm saying, find your way back to the highest plane of life, you know, through the principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. You know what I mean? Like, through ascension, you know, raising your vibrational frequency, through gratitude and appreciation. That's the highest vibrational frequency, is appreciation. You know what I mean? It's so pure. You know what I mean? Even love, sometimes we look at it like, you know, some people say F love or love hurts, you know, because of their experiences with like conditional love that wasn't pure all the way. You know what I mean? Love is still love regardless, but you know, when you put the truth with it, you know what I mean? Like, when you honest, like, my relationships are great because I'm honest, you know what I mean? Up front, I tell women, hey, I'm single, so I date multiple women until I find one that I like, and then I settle down. If you ain't around when it's time for me to settle down, that's on you, you know? But why wouldn't you want to be around, you know, if you happy, you feel me? And that's the key. Like, I don't ever claim to try to make nobody 100% happy. That's not my goal or my job, because I wouldn't be happy if I'm trying to make you happy 100%. But my mama told me about the 80-20 rule, you know. 80-20, 80% is mastery, you know what I mean? Like, you don't gotta be perfect, you know. Noble Drew Ali said we perfect, but, you know, as long as we get started, you know, that was a big thing for me as a Leo, that perfectionism, you know what I mean? I wanted to make every single little detail perfect, but the only thing you really got to do is realize it already is, you know what I mean? And that's why you give thanks from the jump. You just get started and give thanks from where you at, and then you're going to build up that momentum, and, you know, it's going to turn into a masterpiece, you know, and that's like mastering peace. That's what they say, you know what I mean? I'm just a masterpiece trying to masterpiece. Like, I mastered it for real. Like, that gratitude is peace, man. So when you get the love and the truth, then that's the formula. Then you get to the peace, you know what I'm saying? Love, truth, peace, you know what I'm saying? Peace is when you know what's going on. You know you can stand on your square, you can stand on your rock. You unmovable, you unshakable, you know what I mean? You on this frequency no matter what's going on. It's just thank you going on in my mind. So, you know, I'm going to stay grateful and stay thankful, you know what I mean? Stay stable. That's that peace, you know what I'm saying? That constant frequency, that consistency, you know what I'm saying? And then that's when you feel free. That's when you realize that you freed your mind, because then you can do anything you want to do. You can be anybody you want to be. You want to be a president, doctor, a lawyer. You want to be a healer, you know, and you want to sell crystals. You want to play basketball. You want to sing or rap. You want to own your own business. You know what I mean? Like, you want to heal people, meditate, whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? You can do it as long as you give thanks. You know what I mean? You attract to yourself those opportunities to receive your blessings that you want to receive. You know what I mean? When you stop getting, stop making complaints about, you know, the way things are in life, and realizing, like, that's how you asked for it to be. Before we came here, we created our Akashic record, you know, which was, you our agreement, our soul contract, with others and with ourselves and with the universe for things to give us our gratitude reminder. So if you don't remember, the universe is going to force you to remember to be grateful in some kind of way. If it got to take everything away from you, you're going to have to realize it. So I'm just trying to let y'all know in advance, stop being ungrateful. Say thank you for all of your blessings, so you don't got to experience the wrath of Allah, or you don't got to experience, all of these times that the world had to start over because people was just taking everything for granted. You know what I mean? Like the earthquakes and all of that, we ain't giving thanks like we supposed to. You know what I mean? Like I'm telling you, it's gonna change the whole universe. You know what I mean? Like the whole multiverses and the cosmos. You know what I mean? Whatever's beyond that. You know what I'm saying? Everything is it's all going up. Like that's what ascension is. We trying to make it all to the next level. So trying to get y'all full disclosure, you know what I mean? Like, it's really a sin to be ungrateful. What about that? You know what I mean? To the religious people out there that think I'm just talking some mumbo jumbo, like, just based on even just religion, because I'm a very religious person. I'm multi-dimensional, that's the thing, but I'm a religious person too. So what about it's a sin to be ungrateful, to not say thank you for your blessings that you get? You know what I mean? And it's crazy because it's like a challenge. It's a real challenge because you can never really say thank you for every single thing in your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you would spend, okay, thank you for my ring, thank you for my finger, thank you for my nail, thank you for my blood, thank you for my hand, thank you for my, like you can go on and on, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for my skin being moisturized, you know what I mean? Thank you for the hairs on my fingers, and you know what I mean? Thank you for my wrists, and you could just go on and on. You will never got to stop. You could spend all day saying thank you, and you can never really cover all your blessings. I'm telling you, because while you saying thank you for your hand and for your fingers, what about your feet? What about your breath? What about your family? What about your, future and your past? Like, I done said everything. Thank you for everything in my past, everything in my future, everything in the now. Like, I realized that like I had so many blessings, and I just went through the days saying thank you for every single one, and I realized like, man, I could never really cover them all. But then gratitude is always the key. So then what I said, let me get general, instead of saying thank you for this or that, let me just say thank you for everything. You know what I mean? Like, and I felt that, like, damn, thank you for everything? Thank you for everything, yeah. That's a blessing. But then once you get everything that you want, like, then what are you gonna say thank you for? So you still gotta keep going. It's still a challenge every single day. So then I said, thank you to everybody. It was a little more specific, thank you to everybody, but why not say thank you to everybody for everything, So I did that, and I felt that, and that one was deep, you know what I'm saying? That was a meditation. You saying thank you to everybody? Yeah, to everybody for everything, because it all counts. It's all a part of your ascension. It's all a part of you realizing what you don't want, what you do want, what you need, you know what I mean? Where you going, where you getting to. It's all a part of you figuring it out, so you don't got to be lost in the cares of the world. People trying to figure it out, you know what I mean? That's the thing. Everybody around, they trying to figure it out, but gratitude is it, you know what I'm saying? So once you figure it out, you got the key to life, you know what I'm saying? You got the key to success. I'm talking about we built pyramids, we built towns and cities, the world's first universities. We built any and everything that we wanted because we had the keys to life, the keys to civilization, you know what I mean? So we built nations, you know what I'm saying? We had our nationality, you know what I mean? So with all that being said, I just want to tell y'all today, thank you for law. You know what I mean? A lot of us are not in alignment with the law. You know what I mean? Like we identify ourselves as things that we're not, like colors. You know what I mean? There's no such thing as colored people in the human family. Entire continents, when really a nationality is based on, land. Actual countries, not whole entire continents. And that's just ours. That's the funny part, because ours is based on you know, America is a big place. It ain't just the U.S. We get confused about that sometimes. Like, you know, Canada and Mexico is a part of North America. You got Chile, Brazil, you know, Argentina. It's a South America, you know, Central America, all of the joined islands. You know, that's a big place. You know, Africa is made up of many countries. You know, from Morocco to Egypt to, you know, everywhere in between. You know what I mean? Ghana and all them places. You know, but you know, everywhere that I just named, you know, they got laws set up, they got rules established, they got a flag, they got a landmass, you know, all of those countries that we named. So ours was taken from us during slavery, you know. We never got it back. Like, after slavery, we never became Americans. We wasn't citizens, you know what I mean? Like, I was the first person in my family to become an American since slavery. And my whole entire family is here in what we call America. But a lot of us is really U.S. citizens, and we don't know the difference between a U.S. citizen and an American citizen, you know what I mean? And it's a big difference, you know, because America is a big place. So there's a way we can become Americans just like the other people, you know, that became Americans, which was the greatest thing in history, to become American, right? You wanted to sell your tobacco farm or your cow farm, or some people sold their daughters, you know what I mean, like, to become Americans. They sold their family off to, like, you know, get on a boat and come to America because it was the land of opportunities, and we got the opportunity, we got the option to start giving thanks now and understanding, you know, how that can affect our lives and change our lives in a great way to where we can ascend, we can become more positive. And so it's up to you, you know what I mean? It's a law, the rich get rich and the poor get poor. So what you gonna do? Where you wanna go? I'm going to Gratitude Island, Appreciation Island, you know, for everybody who wanna come with me. I'm trying to get to the island, you know, I'm trying to build up my own place where, you know, people are consciously and constantly saying thank you, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a wave, it's a vibe, like, you know, right now I don't know no place like that, you know what I mean, where everybody around is just conscious. Like, I would say the closest probably is Dubai. Like, it's the richest city on the whole face of the earth, you know, is what they say. And just imagine this was what really put it into perspective for me. Like, Detroit is, you know, known as being one of the richest cities on the planet at one point, you know what I'm saying, if not the richest. Like, a lot of people would say Detroit was the richest city on the face of the earth at one point, you know what I mean, or at least in America, richest city in America, we could say that, and we know America was the richest, you know, place. It's what they say to us, what they tell us in the history, but America is really rich, you know what I'm saying, when you really know the true history. Like, so just think about that, like, you know what I mean, like, and then it was bankrupt overnight. Like, it just, people didn't even think about Detroit being the first bankrupt city in America. Like, it just went from the richest city on the face of the earth to the first bankrupt city in America. Like, just imagine if Dubai went bankrupt. If Dubai went bankrupt, like, you know, tomorrow, we hear about it. People jumping off buildings. People just, like, it's something, a war or something. Like, Dubai just went bankrupt. Like, what? But how did Detroit go from being rich to poor, and why is Dubai the richest? You know, simple law. You know what I mean? Simple law that is a part of the whole entire universe. You know what I mean? You could apply it to any and everything, anywhere, at any time. Like, you know, people over there, they say thank you for the ground they walk on. You know, Detroit is shifting. It's making a bit of a shift, to be honest with you. But, you know, it took a big fall. You know, like, our necklace, the cycle on the back of our Circle 7, how it went from, you know, from the top to through that phase of darkness, you know what I'm saying? That phase of darkness, that fall, that was a long fall. And then we started coming back into the light, you know what I mean? We started coming back around, and now we back here. Started from the bottom, now we here, you know, at the top. You know, our star is at the top. I don't know where everybody else star is at, you know what I mean, or I do, but, you know, ours is specifically at the top when you look at our teachings, you know. It's always at the top, you know what I mean? That one point, that one star that come around every so often, every so frequently, you know what I mean? Every time when a prophet is born, you might see it, you know what I mean? And, you know, I'm just here to let y'all know gratitude is it. You know what I mean? Everything in the whole entire universe is nothing besides like matter, you know, mass. You know, it's got protons and neutrons and electrons. It's got atoms, you know, quarks on a quantum level. You know what I mean? It's made up of little particles of energy. You know what I mean? And these little particles of energy, you know, the atoms, you know, we'll say, and these things, nothing rests, everything vibrates is what they say. Even if it's a wall, it's just vibrating at a certain speed or frequency so fast it seems like a solid, but everything is really you know, vibrating. So everything is a wave, you know, and I chose the name to be the WaveGod. I know I was for sure the first in music, you know what I'm saying? There's some other WaveGods out there, and I always say we could be WaveGod brothers, but I got the proof I was the first. When you check out the song Waves, look at the date, you know what I'm saying? I was the first before Kanye, before French Montana, or even before Max B was the WaveGod. I never heard him say it, and I had listened to his music and stuff. He was wavy, you know what I mean? My little brother was Wavy Kirk, and that was part of what inspired me, so I give my thanks, you know what I'm saying, for him, you know, keeping up the wave. But when it came to the WaveGod, I was not only you know, I had already chosen the name I. You know, a lot of people be forgetting those other two eyes. That's that self-realization. We got 3 eyes, you know, so we got a lot of eyes, really multi-dimensional, you know what I'm saying? But those 3 eyes, you know what I mean? Like, and then I put the WaveGod with it, you know what I'm saying? That was my title, you feel me? I was my name, and the WaveGod is my title, and so, you know, that was just saying, like, I'm the God of the waves, you know what I'm saying? Appreciation is a wave, and gratitude is a wave, you know what I mean? You gotta feel me, you know what I'm saying? Now that you see me, now that you hear me, you gotta feel me, you know what I mean? I'm here, and it's me, and I'm all natural, you know what I mean? I'm a man, you feel me? And I know my nature, you feel me? As a male, as a part of the male species, because we all humans, but we be forgetting that, you know, we may equal in value, you know, as humans, but we're not equal in function as males and females. You know, we are part of 2 different, the male species and the female species, you know what I'm saying? And you got to look at the nature of a man and a woman instead of looking at the generational curse and the societal program that was given to us, you know what I mean? You got to understand your nature of who you are, and you can understand relationships better. Gratitude is, you know, definitely the key to that. You know what I mean? It's the key to everything. So y'all gonna keep hearing me say it, keep seeing me, keep feeling me. You know what I mean? Like, but I just wanted to, since I had a little time, I just wanted to go in a little bit. I know it was a lot in this. Y'all probably got a lot of questions. Hit me up in the DMs. Hit me up on the comments. You know what I'm saying? Share the video, like, subscribe. The WaveGod, jump on the wave. Let's go.